Hey guys, Decaf13 here, and welcome back to some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order. It has been a long time since I have recorded this. Oh boy. As you can see, I have not touched the second summer events this year yet, and I only have a couple days left to do them, so yeah. I've been a bit too absorbed in Fire Emblem. I mean, no, I was right. I was about to say Heroes for some reason, but no. Three Houses has taken up most of my time. So yeah, I haven't had much time to record this, or hell, even keep up with it on my personal account. I'll have to get to that at some point too. So yeah, we're gonna be doing the Dead Heat Summer Race. We're gonna get through all the story for that today. Then the next episode, we'll get through all the Death Jail Summer Escape stuff, and you know, I'll do my grinding in between. But before we begin, I hit my 250-day login bonus today. So, no, not shop. I wanted to go to the summons, and let's do a couple of single polls. I actually have one of the summer servants for this event already. I have Summer Fran. I got her from tickets. I want to do some polls so I can get Lancer Raiko. I mean, if I get Artoria Rider, that's cool. Not really who I want. Same with Helena Archer, not really who I want. I just want to try to get Raiko from this. Hopefully, I'll be able to. Maybe. I mean, I only have 23 quartz, so I'm probably not going to get jack shit. But hey, you know. I've had weird luck. I don't expect today's luck to be any good, if I'm being honest. You know, I'll just save some time. I'll just fucking skip animations. We all know I'm just gonna get garbage anyway. See? Geronimo in Battle of Camlan. Strong. Ushi. Well, I got a Lancer. Yeah. This is not happening, huh? Well, I got a 4-star something, not a rate-up CE. And that's something I'm probably never going to use either. And Lubo. Alright, cool. So I got jack shit. Let's get started with this. Alright. Summer Goddess's Small Kindness. Oh, I'm gonna have a lot of reading to do. This is gonna be such a stark difference between Three Houses where I didn't have to do much talking, because that game was fully voiced. Oh boy. Emergency! Emergency! Ishtar? Hi, Ishtar. You're looking as divine as ever. Oh, nicely handled, John. Always minding your manners, no matter the circumstance, will help you go far in life. I would expect no less from the man who formed a contract with me. Oh wait, never mind that. Where's your sense of urgency? I'm surprised. This is a real emergency. We are surprised by how you barged in here yelling at the top of your lungs. That, and it's hard not to notice that you seem quite upbeat about this supposed emergency. Huh? Am I smiling? Really? Give me your mirror. Huh. I am smiling, aren't I? Maybe it's the rush from all the gems I brought so I could exercise my authority. It wasn't really that many, though. Must be kind of high right now. Okay, so I know that must seem weird, but don't worry about it. It's a deity thing. We always hide our anger behind smiles. You know how it is. Even gods handing out blessings might turn around and do some smiting at the drop of a hat. So just chalk that smile up to the dual nature innate to our divinity. You can't hold us to the same standards as you humans. Got it? Alright, so what is this emergency then? I was just enjoying one of my precious few days off playing reverse eye and backgammon with Senpai. I see. Those are board games that some human came up with, right? That's right. I thought playing board games with Senpai would be a great way to spend our day off.
Since it's always blizzarding outside Chaldea, we obviously got used to indoor recreation. I see. It looked to me like you were just sitting around being bored, but I guess I was wrong. Sorry for interrupting your happy time. But that is neither here nor there. From now on, no more board games until summer is over. And don't you give me that bewildered look. This is important if you hadn't noticed. You may have managed to restore humanity, John, but you're still a master of Chaldea, right? Then as soon as you hear this, you'll have no choice but to hop to. I discovered a new singularity.
Okay, that actually is an emergency.
I know. That's because I'm the only one who's noticed it so far. But it's still a big deal. It may not directly affect humanity, but it will affect the world negatively if something isn't done. Right, the same is true for all singularities that have been discovered to date. We have to resolve them, no matter how big or small they might be. Do you already have some information on the singularity's inner workings, Ishtar? More or less. There's a certain lord in charge of it, and she's running it right into the ground. Its land has gone barren, its ground burns day and night, its people have gone berserk, and in all that mess, only the lord grows fatter. My guess is that this small fry succumbed to greed and transformed the place when she took it over, making it her own. At first I thought I'd just take care of it myself, but as luck would have it, this lady's got a number of heroic spirits working for her, which of course complicates matters.
Sounds like a demon king and his subordinates.
That sounds like a singularity that could affect the foundation of humanity. We should tell Acting Commander Da Vinci and plan this out as an official mission. No need for that. This time I'll be providing you with divine protection personally. And besides, Da Vinci, she makes running Chaldea seem like this big, super difficult job, but I could do it just as well as her. In fact, I've been wanting to order John around. Offered John the honor of taking part in one of my perfect divine plans for a while now.
This can only end badly.
The goddess Ishtar's divine protection. That does sound like an enticing offer, Senpai. Remember the incredible spell work cast on us in the underworld? That was such amazing divine protection. With divine aid from Ishtar, I believe we may just be unstoppable. I see. You're a good girl, Mash. A little too good for my tastes. Anyway, you two go get ready to race shift. The coffins are all set up. And I've already bribed some staff members to program the race shift for your destination. Oh, make sure you bring gear that's easy to move around in. This is going to be more competition than combat. There'll be hot places, cold places, all sorts of places. So you should be focusing more on comfort than on durability or protection. Competition? Gear that's easy to move around in? Ishtar. If you're going to be running this operation yourself, could you tell us a little more about it? Are you going to be helping us take down the Singularity's Lord without wanting compensation, or... Typical limited human thinking. No, I will play a much bigger, more pivotal role than that. There's no need to actually fight the small-timer. The Queen ruling the Singularity? It'd be a big hassle, and I don't think she's got much money on her anyway. Besides, we shouldn't waste our precious summer fighting. Wouldn't you much rather have a fun, flashy festival that gets really wild? Last year you spent the summer on a desert island, right? So we need something even better this year. Don't you agree, Mash? Indoor activities are all well and good, but wouldn't you prefer to make memories with John in the great outdoors? I see. Well, if I'm being perfectly honest, then yes. Right? That makes all this trouble I've gone to worthwhile. Okay, so what I need you two to do is perform this little ritual I cooked up. It's something I put together myself just for this new singularity. If this ritual succeeds, the singularity will be destroyed, and the so-called Lord will basically self-destruct in her own castle. I mean, you don't want to spend hours on end in the blistering sun fighting wave after wave of over-muscled soldiers, do you? This way, all you gotta do is complete one little ritual and you're golden. I really shouldn't spoil you humans like this, but I just can't help myself. Perhaps I'm too kind of a goddess for my own good. Feel free to show your appreciation by showering me with praise, or offering me a mountain of gems in tribute.
You're the best, Ishtar.
A ritual, huh? If completing this ritual is truly all we need to do to resolve the singularity, that would greatly lower the risk to Senpai. But that would also violate Chaldea's rules, so it's not a decision we can make ourselves. Fine, I didn't want to say this because it clashes with my whole divine authority thing, but I already got permission from Da Vinci to go ahead with it. I see. Well, I'm not sure how I feel about trusting you with this, but there don't seem to be any real issues with your plan. Alright, I officially designate you as the leader of the operations for this singularity. I especially like how your plan doesn't require any of Chaldea's assets.
That does sound like Da Vinci.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that the acting commander has given her approval. Indeed. I've got the location all fixed up, the system is ready, the rules are in place. I've laid just about all of the groundwork. On top of that, I'm even paying for this out of my own pocket, savings. So again, don't be shy about showing your appreciation. Ishtar paying for something herself? A singularity is one thing, but this is unheard of. We should have Da Vinci take a look at her spirit origin, Master. She might be turning into an altar. Oh, come on! Me spending my own money can't be that big of a deal. Besides, how am I supposed to place my bet if I don't cover my table stakes? I mean, what's a little money compared to the fate of humanity?
Your bet?
Ahem. Besides, with all these other goddess types running around, I consider it a good deed to remind them all who's still the top deity. Plus, I really do feel like you two deserve some fun once in a while, since you are technically helping me out and all. Anywho, just do as I say and the singularity will go away. You have the Ishtar guarantee on that. I see. Right, back to the ritual. There's just one problem. It needs participants. Preferably, powerful first-rate heroic spirits will help and encourage each other. Here's a pamphlet with the event rules and entry criteria. You two will be running things rather than participating yourselves, but you should both familiarize yourselves with the rules. We're going to need good solid operation based on good solid rules if we're going to have an exciting race. So I'm counting on you two to handle that.
Did I just hear race?
What are you talking about? There's more than one kind of ritual, you know. Sacrifices, dances, sending gifts of gems. I'm just taking that concept and running with it. That's right, this ritual is a race. The Ishtar Cup will be a cannonball run across the entire singularity. The idea is to carve magical energy directly into the ground by running across the singularity. But that's so boring that nobody would ever want to watch it, right? So I thought about it and came up with the brilliant idea of making the ritual a race. The way I see it, every goddess needs composure and a bit of playfulness. That's why this is going to be a major Chaldea-wide event. I've got all the equipment in place to live stream and broadcast the whole thing, so I'll be giving it the full festival treatment. Thanks for helping out! Live streaming, broadcasting, spectator stands, checkered flags. This sounds like those F1 races I've heard about. Exactly. Only in this race, heroic spirits will be paired into teams and each drive a single vehicle. Naturally, I'll reward the winning team handsomely. I think a Holy Grail should do the trick, no? To put it another way, I'll use my divine abilities to grant the winners any one wish they'd like. After all, if I'm going to liven up festivities, it's only right that I use my goddess powers, trademark, to prepare a treasure or two on par with a Holy Grail.
Palingenesis time! Talk about generous!
I'm not so sure this is cause for celebration, Senpai.
Sorry about that.
I still feel like there's something Ishtar's not telling us about why she's spending her own money. Okay, now that you're all filled in, I'm going to pass on these I'm going to go pass these pamphlets around Chaldea. I'll also be inviting servants to join the race myself, so we should get enough participants soon. I wonder what sort of reckless daredevils are going to volunteer. Oh well, with a goddess like me making the arrangements, there's no way this race is going to be anything less than a spectacular success. And furthermore... Okay, that's all for now. Bye! Wait, I'm sorry, I wasn't planning to say anything, but I just have to know. Yes? I'm extremely grateful that you've come up with a way for us to remove the singularity. And I suppose I can understand if this is all just one of your divine whims, but I guess it just seems a little overwrought. I just don't see why this needs to be such a huge event. Why are you doing this? Didn't I already tell you? There are a number of reasons, but the biggest one is to make this. To make this. The best summer ever!
Alright, Ishtar. If you say so. Alright, I think now we have team intros. Yeah, we do. Alright, we got 6 team intros. So we'll just start from the top and go down. Start team formation, fast and furious and high. There's so many girl voices in this. I feel like I say that all the time at these events. Give us some event exclusive, guys. I do too many fucking female voices. Can't do that many. My voice doesn't have that kind of range.
Okay, now that John's on board, just a matter of getting enough participants involved. But I think I should choose who to give the crown to myself, seeing as it's the most important part. There's no shortage of candidates to choose from, but I think I'll trust this vessel's instincts and give it to the ones who look like, those two. There's a flyer here on the wall. The Ishtar Cup. Beat the heat with a cool summer race. A race? How delightful. One cannot hear the name Emperor Nero and not immediately think of my superb racing skills. That is, after all, how I won the chariot race at Nero Fest. And of course my victory was strictly an honorable one, with no deceitful skullduggery of any kind. I may have called for the race to be suspended temporarily when I fell off my vehicle, but I had no ulterior motive for doing so. Nonetheless, I cannot involve myself with this now. A race does sound nice, but I've already promised myself that I will go to the beach with Master this year. I've even procured a new swimsuit for the occasion, so I shall pretend I did not see this flyer and... Oh, John! Excellent timing. I was just thinking about you. Are you unoccupied at the moment? Is your schedule open? No matter. I am certain you will free it up, even if it is not. I have been made to understand that there is a delightful soiree in Hawaii. I wish to attend. I am drawn as a moth to a flame, but I would be lonely were I to go unaccompanied. As you are the one who has formed a contract with me, I trust no further words are needed, John. Let us go and enjoy a vacation in the tropical seas together.
I would, but I'd rather see you race. Wink.
What's this? You seem more radiant than usual. You gaze upon me with the fiery charm of a goddess exercising her authority.
So basically, Ishtar has disguised herself as me, and is making moves on Nero. Yeah, that seems about right. She's acting in line with what I would do. Carry on.
Then you press me against the wall, use one hand to cut off my escape, and whisper sweet nothings in my ear. I've never seen you so passionate. Still, the race. Of course I enjoy racing as well, but given how spring break turned out, I had my heart set on going to the beach this summer.
You're the only one I want to cheer for.
I see. So you wish to cheer only for me, do you? I cannot refuse such a direct confession as that. The beach can wait until next year. You wish for me to take first place in the race. Then it shall be done. Admittedly, I do not understand why you care so much about this, but I, Nero Claudius, swear I will not fail you. And when I win, you shall be prepared to commend me with an embrace worthy of the occasion.
Of course. I see there's a flyer on the wall. Ishtar Cup. Beat the heat with a cool summer race.
Another worthless event. This Ishtar. What a shame to see a goddess so given to frivolity. Chaldea is no playground. It is a collection of warriors who abide by strict rules, execute missions with focus and precision, and maintain order. In other words, it is an elite unit that does not take vacations, regardless of the season. Indeed, none are exempt. Though if any deserved such a holiday, it would be Master, given his exceptional achievements under extreme duress. And if he were to go on such a holiday, I suppose he would wish to visit the beach, as it is indeed summer now. The only beaches I know of are fraught with raging waves, but I imagine Anne Bonny could introduce me to a fine resort beach with clear skies and calm seas. Very well then, it is decided. I am off to the beach. John, you shall accompany me. Yes, I believe that is what I shall say. It seems the summer heat has lifted even my spirits. Your voice is as lovely as ever, Artoria. Wink. How long have you been there? And why is your face glowing like that? You're the only one I want to cheer for. Very well. Speak not another word. You have made your feelings quite clear. I am not so dim-witted as to be oblivious to the significance of such an act. Ordinarily you ask for nothing, but today you have made your preferences abundantly clear. I am not incapable of understanding another's feelings. I am Tristan, merely passing by. I am the child of sadness, and an ill-fortuned poet. If I may, my foul-tempered liege, did you say something? I thought someone was speaking of me. Indeed, you are correct! Begone, Tristan! Blows him away. As you wish, my liege. Knocked flying. But what am I to do about this wall? Get fucked, Tristan! Unwelcome intrusions aside, I have heard your feelings loud and clear. You wish for me to claim victory in this race, correct? However, as an altar, I cannot indulge in hedonistic pleasures. I cannot participate in this race as a king, and so I shall comply by taking a different approach. I shall take part in this dubious event by ensuring that it is conducted properly and fairly. Just you wait. When next you see me, I shall have a new class. I shall then dominate this Ishtar Cup affair and reign supreme as the greatest maid of all time. Once that happens, I expect to hear the rest of what you attempted to tell me earlier. When you do, see that your words of flattery are sufficiently eloquent. Ishtar's gotten me into some real deep shit, huh? Uh-oh, maybe I overdid it a little. I didn't think those two would turn out to be such pushovers. I feel like I might have just unwittingly set things into motion that may lead to some serious carnage. Yeah, of me! Oh well, at least they're both motivated now, and I'm sure John will figure out a way to survive somehow. Yo, fuck you, Ishtar! Still, I don't want to stir the pot up any more than I already have, so I think I'll let John handle the rest of the invitations. God damn it, Ishtar. Da Vinci, it's me! I have need of your convenient genius. Oh, your majesty, what does he want today? Oh. Oh. What a wonderful outfit! You've made a complete 180 from your usual masculine getup to showing off quite a lot of skin. Excuse me, have you not seen her usual attire, Da Vinci? With the transparent fabric over her, over her crotch and the huge window on her back? She shows quite a lot of skin. What a great way to start my day. I'll have to return the favor. Tell you what, just for today I'll give you a 30% hottie discount. Thank you, but I'm not here for your wares. I'm here for your skills as an inventor. Oh? I have here a blueprint for the vehicle I require. It must be red, embody speed, divinity, and Rome. I want you to use this blueprint to build for me the fastest, most powerful vehicle in the world. And it must be completed by tomorrow. Tomorrow? You want me to build you a custom-made race car from scratch in a single day? Correct. But as an emperor, I will not ask the impossible. I have plenty of QP with which I can handsomely compensate you.
I see. Well, let me see the blueprint. Interesting. You clearly did your homework. If Holmes helped me out, I might be able to handle the engine and frame. But I'm afraid that's all I could do, Your Majesty. I just don't have enough helpers.
Helpers, you say? What sort of help would you require?
A welder, for one thing. I'd need a highly skilled welder in order to recreate this body as smoothly as the design calls for. Next, I need a dexterous artisan to put together the more detailed parts. It'd be nice if we had someone who could polish the body. Finally, we need an engineer, someone who could test the engine and measure its RPM and temperature when it burns gasoline. Very well then, I shall find these people.
What is this? Who are you and where did you come from?
I understand your surprise, for I am just as surprised as you are. I was unaware that it was so pleasant to wear a swimsuit. Well now, if it isn't the Ice Queen Artoria, I must say it's a surprise to see you like this. What bizarre alternate world did I end up in today? Here in a swimsuit, and you're saying you'll find me the help I need to build this car? Indeed. My original purpose in coming here was to have you build me a race car, but it appears Drama Queen was one step ahead of me.
How unfortunate for you, Trenchcoat, but it is fortunate that you were quick to grab the situation. Now that you understand I've beaten you to the punch, you may go. There is no place for you here.
As if anyone here is fortunate, it is you. Ordinarily, I would not hesitate to take your place by force, but today I'm here to see justice served. At any rate, I look at your design, and it does seem as though it would be a formidable race car. It is somewhat evocative of my sacred sword. Drama Queen, I presume you shall be participating in the Ishtar Cup. As will I. I was planning to compete alone, as I specialize in motorcycles. However, upon closer examination, there is a stipulation in the race's entry rules. As you seem to have missed it in your ebullience, I shall enlighten you. Take a look at this here.
British must compete in teams of 2, with one driving and one acting in a supporting role?
Indeed. I was as dismayed as you when I first noticed this. A good maid works alone, after all. Her role is to serve others, not to be served herself. But such are the rules of this event. Thus I came here intending to procure a vehicle, and happened upon another servant seeking to enter alone. Drama Queen, you and I may not care for one another in the slightest, but we have few options. And so I offer you the lowest of all sabers, hey, a chance to team up with the greatest. If you can cooperate with Tamamo Shark, you can cooperate with me. Do not stand there twiddling that antenna-like strand of hair thinking you'll have another chance. You will not. This is a one-time offer. Team up with me now.
I knew you were dull and dour, but I did not know you were so dreadfully blunt as to be this dull. Very well. I shall overlook your incorrigible insolence. However, I will ask you one thing. Why would you go to such lengths to ally with me? Surely there are others you could ask.
I have my reasons. However, this much is certain. I must win this race no matter the cost. If that means I must work with someone like you, so be it. At this moment, I require a skilled partner more than I do a familiar subordinate. You appear to be accustomed to racing, and you seem to have more than your share of fair luck.
I see. So you are utterly determined to win this race. What a coincidence. I am too. Very well, I accept your invitation. Fortunately, I have no interest in the reward, so you may have it.
Is that so? If it is not the reward you seek, why do you race?
For the honor of victory, of course. It is worth more than any mere physical reward. That said, if this reward will aid Master in some form, I won't hesitate to keep it all to myself.
Is that so? For me, it is the complete opposite. I most certainly seek the physical reward. It should be of use to Master, after all. Of course, the important thing is to demonstrate my superior strength above all else. Oh god, this can't end well. Then it is settled. Wow, that was the scariest handshake I've ever seen. You think you're about to fight each other to the death instead of team up.
Haha, I can endure some humiliation if it will bring about my victory. Very well, Trenchcoat, or should I call you Dark Maid? I shall permit you to join me. But first, there is something of utmost importance we must decide. It would be nice if we could do it amicably, but I'm sure that is out of the question. Yes, I was thinking the same myself. As we are both sabers, a duel is our only option. Let us do battle, see which of us shall be the driver! Oh boy. Ooh, alright, I think I have to pause recording here. My mouth is like super dry. I can't keep talking. Ooh. Alright. Yeah, I'll wait a little bit to record the rest of this. Oh, that's not good. Alright, hey, I'm back. As you can see, it's been a couple days since I recorded the first 20 minutes of this video. I'm really not good at keeping up with this. I don't know what the fuck happened to me. But oh well. Let's continue on with team intros. Still got 5 more to do, then we can get on with the event. So, next one, the Fran Show. This one being my personal favorite because it is the most adorable. This one, I believe there's more guy voices I could do, so it should be a little easier for me. Special translation. Hot. Don't wanna move. AC, bad. Electricity, bad. Hate summer.
Same, Fran.
Too hot. Can't think. Why is it so hot? What an artificial life form like me ever do to deserve this? Humanity, the world, peace, love, they're all things you can't see, but you can still feel their effects. Well, I guess humanity obviously exists, but you still can't see it as a collective entity. You should think about it about individual humans separately. That is, everyone's special in their own way. There's only one of me. Or am I wrong? It's so hot my vision's starting to get blurry. There's an AC in Master's room. Conserving electricity is very, very important. But Master is also important, and he needs AC. Okay, I'm going to go cool off. A flyer? A car race? What's this all about? Ahem. Good day, innocent artificial life form. I am an anonymous, glorious, glamorous, magnificent, beautiful, magnanimous goddess of the planet Venus. So many adjectives. And aren't glamorous and beautiful just about the same thing? Hey! You know, with my goddess power, trademark, I can tell what you're saying. What's wrong with putting some extra emphasis on my beautiful beauty? Ahem. Heed my words. You must compete in the race, for the howling winds will cool your poor body. And if you succeed in repairing the singularity, Master will be sure to praise you handsomely. Goodbye, overheating. Hello, cool breeze. Now go and find yourself a race car right away. Honestly, I know you're up to something. But you don't seem like you mean Master any harm. So I'll go along with whatever it is. What do you mean? I'm not up to anything. Now go put on a swimsuit and fix that singularity. Oh, but you'll need a vehicle and a partner. I think I know where I could find both. Great. Okay, I'll let you take it from here. Just bring your entry form to John when you're ready. Okay. Bye now. Okay, first off, I better look for a partner.
Sorry, we're already entered with Helena. What are you doing, you mangy plebeian? The race is almost upon us. We need to get this machine working tonight, even if it kills us. That does it. I'm going ahead and using alternating current here. We'll get far more power that way. Don't do it, Tesla. Using alternating current there would cause all of Chaldea to blow up. How do I know that? Because I purposefully set it up that way. You two fucking idiots. You mangy plebeian! I'll kill you! Bring it on, you half-witted eccentric! I've got a billiard ball sandwich with your name on it! Oh yeah? I know what Tamamo Cat will say when she hears about that! That's playing dirty, you fiend! She has nothing to do with this, and you know it!
Enough! Just shut up already! Shut up!
Poor Helena having to deal with those two idiots. Oh boy.
Well, that was a bust. There's only one other machine I can ask. But I really didn't want to ask him. I guess it's now or never.
You're Victor's girl, aren't you? What do you want? I'm trying to do like some weird robot voice. Be nicer if I had like a voice filter or something. It's too much of a pain in the ass to go and set that up though. The last I heard, all of Chaldea's staff and servants told me, please, we need you to go somewhere, anywhere else during the summer. With all that steam you make everywhere you go into a sauna. It's worse than the humidity in Japan. It's so bad we have to wear swimsuits all the time. We could deal with that if it was just Master, but Blackbeard keeps staring at us, like, a lot, so... Which is why I have stolen away to London to play with stray cats and Stray Jack. You know, that I find that mental image very adorable. I just see Babbage like kneeling down with some cat food in his hand, some cats eating out of it, and then you just see Jack in the corner on all fours just running around playing with the other cats. Oh, that's adorable. Blah blah blah. I see. So you need a racing vehicle and a partner. Very well, I will help you with the latter. However, there is still one rather significant problem. I presume you wish to take part in this race in order to beat the heat, but if I am close by, you will almost certainly be hotter than ever. That, of course, would completely defeat the purpose. You seem to be in something of a predicament. Who are you? I am? How should I go about this? Ah, yes. You may call me Professor M. Well, Professor M, Victor's girl doesn't seem to trust you. Oh, come now, why not? She should be all but swooning over this mysterious, devilishly dapper gentleman. My esteemed colleague finds that prospect highly dubious. As do I. Phooey. Now, what do you want, Professor? Not that your identity is anything of a mystery at this point. Wouldn't it be faster and easier to just tell us your true name and spare us the pretense? Gentlemen so devilishly dapper as I must always fulfill certain obligations. At any rate, young lady, you seem to be in need of a racing vehicle. Indeed she is. I have agreed to be her partner, but without a vehicle that does us no good. And the two great heroic spirits who shine brightest in unpredictable circumstances like these, namely Thomas Edison and Nikola Tesla, have already joined Helena Blavatsky's team. Even if I were to start making a steam-powered vehicle right now, without their help... What a pity. Given your engineering skills, financial muscle, and management capabilities, there is indeed little hope of you finishing a vehicle in time for the race. I hate to admit it, but you're right. However, With my assistance, you may banish all doubts and concerns.
Huh?
Huh? I can assure you that with me involved, your search for a suitable vehicle and partner will go as smoothly as the perfect crime. Of course, I expect to be fairly compensated, but don't worry. I won't be so cruel as to take you for all the pair of you possess. A moment, if you would, Professor. By all means. Whisper, whisper.
Ah.
Whisper, whisper. Yes, it's clear he has some sort of ulterior motive. But whatever it is, I expect it would only become a concern were we to win. Given that your goals are to cool off and help Master, I don't believe his plan should pose any problem for the time being.
Ah.
And the fact is, we have no choice but to accept his help if we are to compete at all. I don't suppose you could hurry it along a bit. It really is rather hot in your vicinity.
Ah.
Well then, what is your answer?
Please. Help.
I must commend you for taking the trouble to speak. I know how difficult it is with your madness enhancement. Very well then, I shall gladly offer my...
Papa.
A certain math professor would later go on to describe the impact of that single word. It hit me like a proverbial ton of bricks. It made me realize like nothing had before. Just how powerful and beautiful words can truly be. Yes, I must confess, it was the first time I ever shed a tear. That single word made me feel as though I had lived a full life. A decent, upstanding life. Fran.
Huh?
Just leave everything to Papa. I promise I will do all that is within my power to help you win.
Ah.
A daughter! I have a daughter! Are you sure about this?
Ah.
You were just following the procedure in that book, Evil Servants and You, a Survivor's Guide that Chaldea gave us? Let me see. When girls within a specific age range refer to SA-156, commonly called Professor, as Papa, SA-156 may respond by harming others in the vicinity. However, under no circumstances will SA-156 harm the girl in question. If the subject is engaged in preparing an evil scheme, see Appendix E, the girl will generally have an opportunity to negotiate with them, thereby neutralizing the threat posed for a variable duration, see Appendix J. If the threat has been neutralized, contact a master, and have them use a command spell to effect total sealing of the SA-156 instance. I see. Now it all makes sense. So, Professor. Yes? What can this proud new Papa do for you? Regarding our vehicle, I assume you have something in mind? Ah, right you are! The vehicle! I will have it ready in a jiffy!
Ah.
That soon? It's wonderful to see you in such high spirits, Fran. Incidentally, Mr. Babbage, how much do you know about hypnotism? Hypnotism, As a man devoted to steamcraft, I cannot say I ever had any use for it. I see. However, there are many inventors in this world who are not overly scrupulous. Take this conversation I overheard in the cafeteria the other day, for example. I wonder what it would be like if Babbage could transform, like one of those robots. An excellent observation indeed, Mr. Edison. First he could go whir, clank, clank. Yeah, and then this could turn here, and that could turn here. And before you know it, he could end up like this. This rather enthusiastic conversation was eventually supplemented by several diagrams and illustrations. I found the idea of creating a new transformation for you to be a fascinating one, so I investigated it further in between carrying out my duties. I have a very bad feeling about this. Why would you say that, Babbage? And I succeeded!
Uh-huh.
What? But surely I would remember if you modified me like... That's right. The Bluebird of Happiness was calling from within all along. And to prevent you from realizing it before now, I hypnotized you to erase your memories. Voila! The perfect crime! So, this is what astonishment feels like?
Uh?
Now then, Babbage, let us begin. Steam transformation! Goodness me, I really had no idea I could transform like this. I can't say I approve of you erasing my memories without my knowledge, but at the same time I cannot complain about this particular function. This should provide a great racing experience for her as well. Not for nothing I am called the King of Logic. With the three of us here, our victory is assured. Ah! Why did you do that to your papa, Fran?
Ah.
It seems she is upset with you on my behalf for modifying me without my permission. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I implore you. It's okay, sir.
Ah.
She says you should never have done that, but I forgive you. Ah, what a relief. Now then, Fran, Babbage, remember that we were dealing with that no-good goddess. There is no doubt that whatsoever that there's more going on here than merely fixing a singularity. We can blow right past that as long as we win this race.
Ah.
I love this team. It's great.
So, how's the participant list looking? It's going well, Ishtar. Everyone's excited for the race. A great many things are still making me more than a little uneasy, but I'm really pleased to see everyone enjoying themselves with this. Master!
Who said that? I don't recognize that voice.
Good morning, Master. Phew, that was easy. She's so cute, and she can speak now. What? What? Fran? Did you just talk? I mean, I know there have been a few occasions when you've talked in the past, but... Morning, Mass. I guess I'm still having trouble with those sounds. Mass, mass, match, mash. Was that good? Yes, that was fine. Thank you, Fran. But what's going on? How did changing into a swimsuit help you to talk? Wait, hold up. Frankenstein's supposed to be a berserker, right? But she's looking a lot like a saber right now.
Oh no, you know who's going to have a fit!
What? This awful feeling in my heart can only mean one thing. A new saber has been born. Just you wait. I'll be there at light speed to cut you to ribbons. Yeah, as soon as I finish my breakfast. But how did you end up as a saber?
Allow me to explain.
Huh? The Archer of Shinjuku?
For the time being, I would prefer you address me as Professor M, or alternatively, Fran's Papa. Let's just arrest him now and be done with it. I assure you, there is no sugar to go with this, Papa. Thank you for the clarification.
Well, are you going to explain or what?
Oh yes, of course. Well, you see, when I gave Fran this swimsuit, I also made a few tiny improvements to her weaponry. And that clearly changed her class. The end.
That was brief.
I confess I am only guessing about this. However, while she may be most widely known as a character from a novel, they are not the same person. Given how truth and fiction are so vaguely intertwined for her, I imagine it wasn't too difficult for her spirit origin to change.
Babbage? Didn't you say you were going to hide out in London for the summer to avoid complaints about your steam?
I did, but I've... but I've since changed my mind. We are hereby officially registering to compete in the race. God, I can't even finish a sentence.
in the race.
All three of you? All three of us!
Okay, setting aside team limits for the moment, what about a vehicle? You need to at least... Foul!
I call it the Babbage locomotive form. Will this do? That was awesome!
I know, right?
Proud smile. She's so precious, I love her.
Senpai? Why are you crying? I was surprised too, but I don't think there's anything to be sad about. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not sad, Mash. Those are tears of happiness. Deep down, John has the heart of an 8-year-old boy. Some boys just take longer to grow up than others. I see. I still don't understand the appeal very well, but I'll be sure to study it more in the future.
Yes, Mash.
Anyway, you're all set as far as racing vehicles go. Team Electric Steam featuring Papa is now officially entered.
Like I said, that's probably my favorite team. If only because Saber Fran is absolutely precious. And you know, speaking of Saber Fran, I think I mentioned it before. But I did end up getting her from the gacha. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'll have to level her up, because I really do want to use her. I think she's like the first 4-star Saber I got that I actually want to use. Yeah. Actually, yes. That is true. She is the first 4-star Saber I have that I feel like using, because I still don't want to use Suzuka or Siegfried. I want to use Fran. Oh God. I swear, I feel like every time I go down to record this game, I just can't stop fucking yawning. It's the worst. Alright, next one. Raiko encounters the monk.
How deplorable. I am told there was a remarkable decline in public decency during the events of last summer. That there were people running around half naked on a desert island. How shameless. How terribly shameless. To think that young people... Lady Sahath was there as well. So, The fact that there were people who at least appear to be in the prime of their youth amusing themselves in such a state of undress were there. Unacceptable. Simply unacceptable.
We were mostly just trying not to die.
Is that so? Well, if you say so, John, I am certain it must be true. Had I only been present, I could have seen to it that propriety was maintained. But what's done is done. I cannot and have no desire to revisit the past. Right now I'm concerned about the present. Do you know why? Summer is upon us once again. A familiar lightheartedness has already settled on Chaldea. No doubt that everyone will once again be disposed to similarly indecent revelry as part of this event. They will surely enjoy themselves, frolicking about like young children might. That is all well and good. Indeed, there is nothing wrong with that. It is sometimes even beneficial to combat the heat with an entertaining festival. However, I am gravely concerned. People may abandon decency and may cavort about in the nude, or in some similarly scandalous, salacious, sinful state of undress. They may engage in such unspeakable pursuits all summer, shamelessly, like beasts.
Unspeakable pursuits? What do you mean?
Did I not say they were unspeakable? But please don't tease me anymore. It's outrageous. It's atrocious. I cannot stand. Please calm down, Raiko. I am calm. I have made a decision.
What have you decided?
I shall see to it that Chaldea's sense of propriety is not abandoned. Others may see fit to let their decency fall by the wayside, but I cannot permit it. Therefore, I shall transform myself using the power of the God of the East, and execute all who would abandon decency.
Whoa, wait, did you say execute?
Go, Zuteno, reincarnation of Indra! Come to me. Let your divine power descend from the sky, born from the relics of Arishi, to me!
Alright then.
I am the prefect of public decency, Minamoto no Raiko. My yo-yo will punish all Oni who would disregard what is right and decent. Worry not, master. I vow to keep your summer safe. Summer? Swimsuits? Event? Don't give me that nonsense. I will not permit it. Not now, not ever. Though the gods, though the Buddha may allow it, I shall see to it that all disorder is stamped out. And so I am Lancer Minamoto no Raiko.
Sailor uniform.
Indeed.
I'd probably better go ahead and just lay this out now. Seeing as that there's a good shot things will get real out of hand one day. Man, it's a good thing Kintoki came and told me this shit. Yep, I'm talking about Raiko. The real her, when she was alive, was super responsible. Real hard worker. The leader of the Genji family has a whole lot of power. She ain't shy about using it. She's gotta protect the city no matter what. And she pulled it off, even those skinny little arms of hers. Yep, she's a real badass. Super cool and as golden as they come. The part of her you know, that Spirit Origin's berserker. So her, maternal instincts? Whatever you call that. It's all kinda gone into overdrive now. But all that, it's just a part of her. Not the whole deal. Not by a damn sight. If, for whatever reason, she was ever summoned with a Spirit Origin closer to the real her, like a saber, she'd be totally different. A cold beauty and a golden general all in one. For one thing, her instincts to keep the city safe would definitely get way stronger, and that maternal thing wouldn't be so strong. When she's doing her real job, there ain't no one more responsible. She's basically a super prefect. Hard to imagine? It'll hit you in an instant if it ever happens. Still, it ain't like it's the kind of thing that happens every day. Spirit Origins don't just up and change on their own so easily, right? Right? That just doesn't happen. Yeah. What's up? Non-saber classes. Yeah, I could see that. She's even got a noble phantasm that fit the bill. If she became a rider, I guess that wouldn't be much of a difference. Oh, but a Lancer's close to a saber. That'd pretty much make her a shadow prefect. In other words... And, surprise, surprise, what has Raiko become? A Lancer. Also an old-school Japanese female gang leader.
I am Lancer Minamoto no Raiko, ready and willing to punish any who stray from the path of decency. Just look at this yo-yo. I shall wield it to fell any would-be evildoers in a single strike. Is something wrong, Master? You seem taken aback. Did my change of outfit surprise you?
It's all just very... impressive.
Oh, are you wondering about this yo-yo? It's the only weapon that suits this appearance.
Yes, I'm very curious about the yo-yo. I'm not staring anywhere else. Just the yo-yo. Yes, ma'am.
Even I have learned at least that much about the modern age. Chaldea does have a number of visual records, I believe they are called. I've spent a bit of time watching those.
Isn't that series like 40 years old?
Let me be very clear, John. You have fought many battles, and if anyone deserves to rest a little, it is you. Overworking yourself is dangerous. Indeed, too much of anything can be dangerous. That is just as true when it comes to taking a break in order to escape the heat. Am I clear? Just because it is summer, that does not give one free rein to run about doing whatever one pleases. As the Prefect of Public Decency, I will not permit it. I take it we have an understanding now?
But, Prefect, you're showing a lot of,
Is something wrong? She's completely oblivious!
Oh, Raiko, you can't just go walking around in that. People are bound to stare.
Now that I have materialized as the Lancer, I must set about maintaining decency within Chaldea. I am the Shadow Prefect. I shall do whatever must be done. Yes, I think I shall begin with patrol. There are young children here as well, so I must see that decency is maintained for their sake as well as for John and Kintoki. Mine is a heavy burden, but I shall pour all of my power into this task to see it through. Now, without further ado, let us see if there is anyone disturbing public decency. What is this flyer? Come have fun restoring a singularity? Get ready to rev your engines in the Ishtar Cup race this summer. Ishtar, the foreign goddess who salaciously shimmies and shakes, strutting the side streets shamefully showing sinful swaths of skin.
That is some alliteration.
This cannot stand. I smell decency being flouted. What's that you smell?
Hey, Sansang, what's up?
Wait, hang on. Are you Minamoto no Raiko? The Berserker? You look different somehow. Kind of divine or something? Can't quite put my finger on it. Good day to you, Monk-san.
You know, I think I remember how I'm supposed to say this, but I can't for the life of me. I think it's Genjo Sanzo. I think that's how it's supposed to be said. So I'll say it like that. If I'm wrong, please correct me. I'd like to know before I start Camelot.
What's up? This is far worse than I had imagined. Decency is being flouted. Decency? Huh? What do you mean?
Well, gee, Sans, I don't know. I don't know, man.
I am already far too late. Behold, even a monk has let this summer event go to her head. This is so much worse than I could have imagined. The proof is here before me. We are not even at the beach, and here she is, already frolicking about in a swimsuit. Hello? Anybody home? Maybe she can't hear me. Guess she's pretty engaged in a conversation with herself. I don't want to bother her, but I do want to know why she wanted to talk to me. What to do? This will not stand, Monk Sanzo! Huh? What did I do?
No.
I will not stand for it. I absolutely will not stand for it. How could a proud and noble monk like yourself fall so low? Summer has only just begun, and here you are, already wearing a swimsuit indoors. I forbid it. Swimsuit? Oh, I see now. You're talking about my outfit? I am. No, you've got it all wrong. See, the path to Tianzu is really, really hot, you know? So this outfit is a manifestation of how good it feels to go swimming in the rivers along the way. Makes sense. I mean, it has crossed my mind once or twice that it might be showing off a little bit too much skin. But Wukong also said this outfit was better than my normal one, and Baijie and Wujing agreed with him. Outrageous. I forbid it. I absolutely forbid it. Now it falls to me to see that you are reformed. Yes, reformed. Whoa, wait. Before you get up in arms about my outfit, maybe you should do something about yours? I mean, I can totally see your belly button in that. You're pretty much showing it off, right? And it really calls attention to how perfectly shaped your abs are. almost like they've been carved out of rock. And that, slit in your skirt? Are you aware of how sexy that look is? 'Cause it's beyond sexy.
Sansa, are you,
Huh. I am nothing if not decent. This uniform is no less than the emblem of purity itself. Is there a problem? Even with your navel on full display, huh? But it's not a swimsuit underneath your... No. Absolutely not. I assure you that I am not in high spirits at all. I have no way given in to the temptations of summer. I am Minamoto no Raiko, guardian of decency. First I shall tell you what you must do to reform. If you wish to reform, then come with me. I believe that is what the Buddha would want. The Buddha. She's telling me what the Buddha would want? That's some serious confidence. And what's more, it almost feels like the gods have blessed her in some way. I've got it. It's Indra, isn't it? Am I right? I can say only that the answer to that question will be made clear should you ever see my noble phantasm's true name released. Oh man, I want to see that. I really want to see that. Okay, I'm in. This seems like it should be a great time. I'll go wherever your path takes you. Again, this isn't a swimsuit, but so what? I want to see what you end up doing next. I knew a venerable monk like you would understand. Please forgive my earlier rudeness. I am overjoyed to hear that you will reform by becoming a prefect, and work by my side to preserve decency and order. Monk Genjo Sanzo, I officially welcome you to the ranks of Chaldea's Prefects of Public Decency. Now, if I may change the subject, do you own a steed? A steed? I guess I could call on Bylong if you need me to. I have no doubt that the summer event is the source of this flagrant disregard for decency. Therefore, it is the prefect's duty to see decency is preserved by embedding ourselves in this event. Oh, you mean the Ishtar Cup? I saw some flyers about that. It looks fun. Alright, let's do this thing then. I've never competed in a race before, but if you want to cross the continent, you've come to the right monk. I might not always stay perfectly on the course, but you can bet I'll make it to the goal in the end. Besides, if we're gonna do this thing, we might as well be in it to win it. I can already tell you'll make a great partner, Minamoto no Raiko. I feel exactly the same way, as though I have gained an ally of immeasurable strength. Now let us be on our way. Together we shall protect decency, summer, master, and all of Chaldea.
Alright. Next we'll go with Helena's Summer Vacation Part 1. Summer. Summer. The beach. Swimsuits. The summer event season is here! I've been waiting for this moment. Last year's barbecue tournament may have ended in a draw, but this year will be different. A draw? I see you still refuse to face reality. I quite handily won that tournament. Oh, so you remember our match last year, you oddball. I don't know what else I should have expected from the man who showed up at the beach wearing a suit. What a truly bizarre idea that was. What was in your head to make you wear such a tight suit? Was it all you could afford? Did it remind you of your boyhood? Regardless, it's sad to see one so lacking in fashion sense. It almost makes me wish I could share my all-weather suit with you. If anyone here has made foolish, bizarre choices in their manner of dress, it is you. Since you seem to have forgotten, let me refresh your memory. Our venue was a barbecue on the beach. We competed fiercely to prove which of us was the superior cook, even as the blazing sun cooked us in turn. Of course I remember that much, you fool. I also remember how I missed my chance to try Japanese beef. But that's my only regret. Why, you ask? Why? Because in the end, you turned pale and had to have Miss Blavatsky nurse you back to health, all because you were a vegetarian. What a right fool you looked! Though I will say you did look quite comfortable using her lap as a pillow! Some gentleman you are! Do you ever shut that oversized mouth of yours, you overly litigious furball? That does nothing to change the fact that victory was mine on paper. What did you say? That does it. This year I'll prove one irrefutable fact to you on the beach. I'm the king of the barbecue! Bring it on, you mangy plebeian! It's great to see them getting along so well.
I can't say it looks that way to me. But then you may be right. They may sound upset, but it's not as though they've come to blow.
Huh. Well, take that! Well, you just had to go and jinx it, MASH. Now they're punching each other and trying to blow each other up with AC and DC. Shit.
Stop that! What do you two think you're doing? Just because it's summer doesn't mean anything goes. How many times do I have to tell you to use your words, not your weapons? You two should be ashamed of yourselves, quarreling like children. If that's how you'll behave, then you can take it outside. But don't take that to mean it's okay to fight as long as you do it outdoors, you hear?
I'm sorry. Perhaps the summer heat I'm sorry. Perhaps the summer heat has gotten to me.
That's more like it. What a good boy you are.
I'm sorry you had to see that. I think I'll go give myself some time to cool down.
What a skilled mediator you are, Helena. The moment you glared at them, they turned meek as little kittens. Kittens, huh? Is that some form of modern slang? I guess they are like a couple of cute kittens.
No wonder everyone's mom, big sister.
You can call me a mom if you want. I don't care about my age anymore. I guess I'm just not mentally young enough to run around with all these youngsters anymore. Compared to most servants, I lived a very long life. So if anything, I feel like a granny.
So you're a girlish grandmother?
I know you wouldn't think it to look at me, but I really am an old lady.
I find that hard to believe.
Yeah? Mentally young? You certainly do look young, though. Could it be that you still retain all your memories from when you were alive? You got it. I remember everything from my life, including my old age, as if I'd never died. So then, your servant form is the real Helena Blavatsky, from when you were at the end of your life? Sure is. But then, how come you don't look your age? Good question. You see,
don't heroes always materialize in their prime?
Well, yes and no. Did I never tell you before that this is how I always looked? I put on my granny form whenever I went out in public, but in private I usually looked like this. You mean you used magecraft? Isn't that... Yep, and I'm pretty sure I was in my prime in my twilight years. I put a lot of energy into writing my book, but I was frustrated almost all the time about how I couldn't manage to complete it. Oops. Here I've been trying to be all vague about my mental age, and now I just come out and said it. Well, I guess it's simplest to just say that I'm a lot older than I look.
I still find that hard to believe.
Really? I see. Thanks. I'll take that as a compliment.
Oh, hey, Holmes. Good day, everyone. I just saw Mr. Edison and Mr. Tesla hanging their heads in shame out in the hallway. I presume that once again Madame Blavatsky has succeeded in putting paid to one of their petty feuds. Right you would be. And I can see that from there the topic turned to her seemingly unflappable calm. In turn, she went on to reveal quite on her own that she is much older in mind than she is in body. Furthermore...
You really are amazing, Holmes. I can't believe you picked all that up from a cursory glance.
That's very kind of you, Miss Kirlat, but I'm afraid I merely happened to overhear your conversation. Now, here's the real problem. Alright, Holmes.
There's a problem?
There is indeed. After all, John, you said yourself. What she claims is difficult to credit, is it not? That while she may possess a calm and grown-up demeanor, seeing her as an old woman, even if only in mind, is something you cannot do. She does give off a sisterly vibe, though. There you have it, Madame Blavatsky. He simply does not believe you.
Mr. Holmes, there are some things one should never ever say. Helena?
My. Seems I've truly stepped in it this time. How terribly foolish of me. Would you look at that? I have urgent business far from here that I must attend to post-haste. So I leave you two to deal with Madame Blavatsky. Good day. Alright, motherfucker. Make her want to launch off her noble phantasm and then just fucking book it. Yeah, thanks, Holmes. No fair, Holmes! No fair!
You don't believe me? You don't believe me. You don't trust me. You don't believe me. You don't trust me. You think I'm a fake, a phony, a fraud. Is that how you think of me? Is that how you see me?
Mumbles indistinctly. Oh, she's all depressed.
Please calm down, Helena. I don't know why Holmes was so strangely adamant about that. But Senpai never said he doesn't trust you. He just said that to express his surprise.
I'm sorry, Helena.
Helena?
She can't hear you anymore. Indeed. Don't believe me, don't trust me. Fake, phony, fraud. Those words remind her of a painful past. They still cut very deep indeed. Especially when spoken by those for whom she feels great affection. Poor thing. She must be flashing back to how the Society for Psychical Research used to revile her when she was alive. As far as Miss Blavatsky is concerned, those words are nothing less than a curse. In Easter terms, they are akin to poking a sleeping dragon. Essentially, whenever she feels something that reminds her of the SPR, she is immediately overwhelmed.
Thank you both for explaining what's going on. So then, Helena must have already suffered from those memories when Senpai mentioned that earlier.
Indeed. And then Sherlock Holmes came and dealt the final blow. He is nothing if not skilled in the art of psychological warfare. Thus she suffered not one such blow, but two! Indeed, two is far greater than one. Poor Helena.
Is it over?
No, not yet. Here it comes.
So that's how it is, huh? Fine! You want to call me a fraud? I'm a fraud, a magician, a conjurer! You say there's no such thing as Mahatma? Fine, I'm sure there isn't.
I didn't say anything about Mahatma!
It's not like anyone else in the whole world has any idea what I can see and hear.
Oh.
I think she's experiencing a kind of complete nervous breakdown.
I was afraid that might happen. It's not often she becomes so completely overwhelmed and breaks down, but it has happened before. She is a wonderful woman, full of pride and intelligence and abundance. But as with any feeling person, she can only take so much. This is what generally happens when she is pushed beyond her limits, and regretfully, we haven't helped matters by depending on her so much. We certainly haven't. I feel terrible for my part in this. Wait, come to think of it, where'd that deerstalker hatless detective disappear to? Oh, he booked it as soon as she started reading her noble phantasm. If he hadn't stuck his pipe where it didn't belong, this would never have happened. You're right! This is entirely his fault. Where did Sigerson / Holmes get off to? I'll try searching for him with my radio waves. Damn, no luck. Cursed Holmes! He must have long since made himself scarce. And I suppose we have no choice. You and I have seen this sad sight before. In the circumstances, it falls to us to set matters right, as much as we did once in life. I don't recall cooperating with you in any prior capacity, you mangy plebeian, but for now I will humor you in your delusions. We do indeed have no choice but to join forces and speak to her. Indeed. Helena. Helena.
What is it?
You must not get carried away. You must not let yourself become isolated.
Isn't that...
Yes, that is what you once told us. There are indeed things in this world that cannot be reached or seen. It is true. Not everyone can see them, nor can everyone reach them. You don't need to bear the brunt of every criticism slung your way in silence, but you don't have to respond with anger either. Isn't that right? Besides, it pains me deeply to see you so upset, my lady. Naturally, that goes for me as well. We want nothing more than for you to be happy.
I really am sorry if I upset you. I don't think you have anything to apologize for, Senpai.
Good, we're almost there. Just a bit more should do it. I know that, but we've gone as far as conventional methods can take us. We need something else that can take our mind off of things. Yes, you're right. What else could we... What's that poster there? Let's see. Come have fun restoring a singularity. Get ready to rev your summer engines in the Ishtar Cup. A race, huh? That's it! A race! By the way, Miss Blavatsky, now that it's summer, what would you say to taking part in a race?
A race?
There's nothing like a good race. Once you feel the wind blowing through your hair, you can forget all about your troubles, my lady. Indeed, there truly is nothing like a good race. For once, I agree with you wholeheartedly. And why wouldn't you? For one thing, they also make great movies. Indeed, I'm especially partial to the Thunderdome rally. It's the best. Ha ha ha! As your skin-tight suit cut off circulation to your brain, everyone knows the best kind of race is a cannonball-like one. What was that?
Please try to stay calm, you two. You were doing really well. Thanks for helping me snap out of it, guys. You too, Mash. John. I should know better than to fly off the handle like that at my age. I'm so embarrassed. Just forget everything you saw here, okay? Already done. Thanks. Now, what's this about a race? A race, huh? Yeah, it might not hurt to do something like that for a change of pace. It might even be a good way to blow off some steam.
Excellent. Agreed. Besides, summer only comes once a year. You have every right to enjoy yourself now and then.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'll do it. And there's no time like the present. Mahatma change!
Mahatma change? Man... Who was saying... Who was saying before that? You know, where's Kinto? Kintoki, what were you saying before? You know, spirit origins don't change often all that much. What were you saying, dude?
What do you think? I tried changing my class so I'd have a more 21st century summer look.
What?
She actually changed classes. She's an archer now.
Alright. You know, I want to say, that swimsuit doesn't look too 21st century to me. I didn't know we could change classes so easily. Wait, hold on. This can't be right. Oh, pay it no heed. That's just how it is with these sort of events. Not that I would expect a mangy plebeian like you to know that, of course.
Now let's see. Looks like you need a partner for this race. Aw man, now what am I gonna do? I already Mahatma changed my class. But my Kumara wheel is only big enough for one. The mobile lab I use as a caster can carry more than one person at a time, but...
Not to worry. We were the ones to suggest this race to you in the first place. Naturally, you will have our full cooperation. Precisely. There may be plenty of heroic spirits more powerful, but there are none who can prepare a custom vehicle nearly so quickly as the two of us.
There could be, for all you know.
Right then. We've no time to waste. We shall build the supportive direct current Thunderdome at once. Not a bad name at all, at least for a mangy plebeian. But I am afraid we shall call it the supporting alternating current Thunderdome. Direct current. Alternating current. Uh-oh.
What about the supportive DC-AC Thunderdome?
Done!
Great. Okay then, let's go have ourselves a great race.
Will do! No, I should have called it the AC/DC Thunderdome. That would have been a good name. Alright, honestly, I want to save the Gouda Gouda one for last, because that one's really funny. You know, I thought I was going to get a lot of the event done in this episode, but seeing as I think the first two readings took... the first reading took me, what, like, almost half an hour to do? And we're at about an hour right now for this part. I think I'm going to have to split this up to a lot of different episodes. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, team formation. Story of a persevering pharaoh. Yeah, persevering pharaoh. We'll start with this one.
What is this papyrus-like object? Servant competition, the Ishtar Cup. Resolve a singularity and have fun doing it. Speed is beauty and beauty is speed. Take home the glory of victory today. Oh my. What incredibly powerful words! This is my chance to demonstrate the power of pharaohs to the world. It seems I spoke too soon. All teams must have both a driver and an assistant. All of my dreams shattered in a single sentence. Now what do I do? My Medjed cannot drive. I guess I have no choice. It may be a bit impudent of me, but I shall just have to get another great pharaoh to be the driver. And let me help them as their assistant. I need not be front and center, so long as a pharaoh wins and demonstrates our greatness to the world. Alright, now that that's decided... This is awful. I was far too hasty. My first pick was Cleopatra, but after Lord Caesar declared,
This is a time for feasting, not war. I need only grace a dining establishment with my presence to secure its everlasting popularity. What juicier business could there be than that? I shall call it Emperor Gourmet. I should look into expanding it into other media as well. And left on a trip to sample all the delicacies of the world, Cleopatra just left a note saying, I'm going on a trip with my husband, and ran off after him. I don't know who she thinks she's fooling. She's obviously stalking... No, never mind. Next I paid a visit to Pharaoh Iskandar, who was of course nowhere to be found as usual. And finally Pharaoh Ozymandias, the one I was really hoping would join me, said, Ridiculous! You would have me compete in an event for mere peasants? Summer is meant to be spent in a chamber of stone with a bowl of fruit, yet you wish to compete with other heroic spirits over something as trivial as speed? Have you mistaken yourself for a bird? Oh, right, you are a bird. I suppose you cannot really help that. Pay no heed to the last part. However, the very idea of spreading the pharaoh's glory by winning a race is a losing proposition. A true pharaoh need not spread his glory, for the world already basks in the light of our splendor. None could question that we tower over the common masses. What point is there in proving the obvious in something so foolish as a race? Oh, poor Nito. Yes, you're absolutely right, Pharaoh Ozymandias. I'm terribly sorry. I don't know what I was thinking.
I will forego the race, so please forget we ever spoke of this.
No, you will compete. And of course you will win.
Huh? But didn't you just say there's nothing for us to gain?
Wrong, you fool! There's nothing for me to gain. It is, however, my long-held belief that you lack the force of presence to drive your opponents into proper submission at your feet. This presents a perfect opportunity to remedy that particular shortcoming. Thus, Queen of the Heavens, you will enter this Ishtar Cup. There you shall use your beauty and nobility to easily defeat your common heroic spirit opponents. That is an order from the God King. And should you lose, I trust you understand what awaits you, Pharaoh Nitocris. I am magnanimous when it comes to heroes, but I have no mercy for cowards. Do not disappoint me.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. This is terrible. Not only did I get scolded about being a proper pharaoh, I couldn't even tell him that I wouldn't let him down after he placed such great trust in me. I'm so ashamed. I'm a terrible pharaoh. I wish I could just crawl into a hole and disappear. Alright, let's just calm down. All that's changed is that I cannot back out now. Besides, it's exactly because I'm lacking that I can't pass up this opportunity. What's more, Pharaoh Ozymandias called me Pharaoh Nitocris. I can't let him down now. In order to spread our glory even further throughout the world, I will just have to work harder to become a proper pharaoh myself. That is my task. That said, I'm still not sure what I'm going to do. As the registration deadline is drawing near, I suppose my only option at this point is to be the driver myself, and find someone else to be my assistant. At the very least, there will need to be a servant who is appropriately in awe of us pharaohs. There must be someone like that around here. No, nobody here either. I'm running out of time. Isn't there anyone here who can help me? Anyone at all? At last! You there! The woman with the familiar-looking color scheme! Yes? Shudder. Let me ask you this. Do you believe in pharaohs? Do you hold them in high regard? Yes, I suppose so. They are kings, after all. Excellent! You pass! Prepare yourself! Gather your things! You shall have the honor of joining me in a race! This is a great privilege! You are blessed with the chance to assist me in showing the world the true splendor and grandeur of the pharaohs. What? No, thank you. Just the thought of racing terrifies me. I am sure I would end up dying. What? Is that all? I really don't want to die, so if you'll excuse me. Bows. Wait! You're the only one I can ask, and the deadline to register is almost here! I'm very sorry, but I really must refuse. Alright, I won't ask you to do it without recompense. You said you don't want to die, right? If we win, I will use my own techniques and ties to the underworld to create a special talisman for you. If death comes for you, it will shatter in your place. While it can only be used so many times, it should still help you to escape death. I see. Is that true? I swear on the gods in the underworld, the gods in the heavens, and in the name of all the pharaohs. That said, creating such an object is the culmination of every bit of magecraft I know, so it cannot be done easily or lightly. But this pamphlet says that the winners of this race will receive a holy grail from the goddess Ishtar. With that sort of power, I should be able to make it. All I want is for a pharaoh to win this race. I have no interest in the prize. A talisman that will let me avoid death. That sounds nice. That sounds really nice. Doesn't it, though? Now, give me your fingertip for a moment. Presses it on the entry form. There we go. With a talisman like that, I might not have to look up and down the streets 10 times before I cross. I might not have to cut my steaks into tiny little pieces to ensure I don't choke. I might even be able to stop going into the kitchen at every restaurant I dine at and testing my steak with a personal thermometer to ensure it's been cooked well enough to kill off all the bacteria. Huh? There, the application form is now complete. Now that the biggest obstacle is out of the way, it's only a matter of time until we win this race and the glory of the pharaohs shines brighter than ever before. I mean, it already shines pretty bright thanks to all the other great pharaohs. This way it'll be as bright as Ra himself. Maybe then I'll finally be a pharaoh I can be proud of. Even just a little. Anyway, this is going to be a long journey, so make sure you're ready for anything. There's probably no cooling off period for a contract made with a pharaoh, is there? Not to mention, it looks as though this race is meant to repair a singularity. In other words, it will help Master. In which case, I suppose it's the least I can do to try and make amends. I better make absolutely sure that there are enough safety measures in our vehicle.
Alright, one left. I'll read this one and then call it an episode. Because with all the reading in this, I really need to fucking take a breather. Because my mouth's already starting to feel a little dry. I mean, I have water with me, but, like, still. It's not having it's not having as immediate an effect as I would like it to. So anyway, Gouda Gouda Rockstar. Here we go with more Gouda Gouda shit. Gouda Gouda, that's just so good.
I'm going to be a rock star! What?
Fucking goddamn it, Nobu, what are you doing? What are you putting up your title card for?
Hey, don't just throw up our title card like that. This isn't that kind of event. Wait, Nobu, has the endless heat finally driven you mad? Hey, wait a minute. How come it's so hot in here when it's always snowing outside? Is this some kind of freak weather thingy? No, it's because we're squatting in the room next to Caldea's boiler. So we can't really complain about how hot it is.
I guess they're not officially here. Oh yeah, because even after the first Gouda Gouda event, they're just like, you know, we're just gonna be crashing here for a while. Alright, you fucking freeloaders. Just take the room next to the boiler then. Oh, shut up. Summer's supposed to be hot. Oh no.
And yet here you are, Vice Commander, sans coat because it's too hot. There aren't enough chilled pickles in the world to cool us down. You're one to talk. You've taken off your jacket as well. Huh? No, this is just to show the difference between a 5-star like me and the welfare servants. Curse you and your change of clothes! Do you have any idea what it's like for those of us who are stuck with the one outfit? Auntie, Cha-Cha wants a new outfit too. Fear not, Cha-Cha. Your troubles and this cursed heat will all be resolved once I become a rock star. It's no use. Nobu's too far gone. I have to do something about her and quickly. There it is! Tenkafubu! Auntie's corner-cutting one-woman strategy to unite all of Japan using military force that only His Imperial Highness understands. This is what leads to Akechi's betrayal! Nobu, you need to rest. Oh, would you like some of Mr. Hichikata's chilled pickles?
Okita! How dare you steal my snack! Are you looking to commit seppuku?
Ah, fools, the lot of you. Very well then, I will explain my plan in small words, so even you maroons can understand what I have in mind. Behold! What's this? A delicious event where the winner might be given something like a holy grail that can grant any wish they like? That's the kind of scam where you promise someone something and then never give it, right? Cha-Cha knows all about it. Cha-Cha saw Holy Grail Wars and stuff in the animes.
Good on you, Cha-Cha, for watching the Fate animes.
I already know that. Things are never simple or straightforward when it comes to Holy Grails. Even a child from Awari learns that from anime. That is not what caught my eye. Here, the part about the race being broadcast live, with commentary. Wow, live broadcast. There'll be spectator stands and everything. Sure looks like it'll be a big event. This looks to be a lot of fun. Maybe Cha-Cha will go see it, just cuz. Listen up. I'm going to win this race, and then when all eyes are upon me, I'm going to perform a commemorative concert on the spot. In other words, I will put on an event by me and for me, that none shall be able to avoid. The Demon King of the Sixth Heaven 2019 Summer Festival. That is my true ambition! And inevitably, I will also sell limited edition Rakuichi Rakuza CDs and limited edition swimsuit figurines of myself. Thus my popularity will skyrocket, my coffers will overflow. What's that? Rakuichi Rakuza actually means free markets and open guilds and doesn't make any sense as the title for a CD? Nah, you're overthinking this. No, it's not that. I can imagine Okita figurines flying off the shelves easily enough, but who wants a stuffy old Nobu figurine? Wait, did you say swimsuit? Ha 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 ha! Have you finally caught on, Princess of the Little Manslayers Club? Behold the figure of the Demon King, reborn for the 21st century! Return to the ashes from whence one came. I am Oda Nobunaga, the Summer Demon King of the Sixth Heaven! Where'd this light come from? Behold! My dazzlingly fashionable summer new figure! I had this outfit custom made by one of the world's top designers to capture my demon kingliness with a new casual flair perfect for summer. I have no idea how to use this weapon, but you gotta admit, it is freaking cool! Did you just ascend, Auntie? I thought welfare servants couldn't do that. That doesn't seem fair. Who asked for this anyway? Uncle Nobukatsu? His Imperial Highness? Fa-ha-ha-ha! I will no longer be relegated to a mere welfare servant. I am none other than the 4-star swimsuit servant, Summer Nobu, Demon King of the Sixth Heaven. Wait, why aren't I a 5-star swimsuit servant? This can't be right. Nobu's supposed to be an unpopular servant given out for free as an event participation reward. This shouldn't even be possible. Now I'm sure to steal the whole summer spotlight for myself. And once I win the race and perform my Atsumori concert, that attention will only double. Once I finish selling CDs, I'll start streaming on CalTube. From there, it's only a matter of time until Nobu fever takes the music world by storm. I say it every event. I swear I do. But I feel like it still just doesn't express how much I love the writers of these events. Oh, man. Fucking CalTube. And Nobuloids! You know, it's been a while, so I fucking forgot about the goddamn Nobuloids! Oof. I think I'll call it Odane Nobu. What? But this was supposed to be the year where I win the swimsuit competition and Okita fever sweeps all of Kyoto. Poor thing. You're so shot that you're getting delirious. Why don't you take some medicine and lie down for a while? On a different note, Auntie, I trust you have a swimsuit for Cha-Cha as well. Cha-Cha wants to wear one of those micro bikinis she's heard so much about. No. No. They're supposed to be amazing, right? Not happening. What? Why not? I used all your gold to make this outfit. What? Also all the Shinsengumi's money. What? Well, there's nothing in the rules that prohibits a non-Shinsengumi member from using it, right? Did you hear that, Mr. Hijikata? What's the penalty for embezzling Shinsengumi funds? Seppuku! All of Cha-Cha's gold, Auntie? This will not please Sakichi either. Not one bit. I'll burn you. I'll burn you good! Huh? Wait, I can explain. Once I become a world famous Nobu star after my concert, there might be another Gouda Gouda event. In time, we might even get a new Imperial City Holy Grail War arc. Huh? That won't happen. Not ever? No matter what? No more talk! To pay you back for this and stealing my chance to finally get to be a swimsuit servant this year, you shall feel the wrath of my embezzlement seppuku strike! Cha-Cha was planning to go on to vacation to Atami with His Imperial Highness's money. This is for dashing that dream. Roast Auntie Sun Castle! This can't be happening!
Well, Nobu's dead already. Damn, Nobu.
Such a shame. All they had to do was pick Summer Okita, and this would have been avoided. Farewell, Auntie. Cha-Cha will make sure your pudding doesn't go to waste.
Fucking.
How come you're staring at that event flyer so intently, Mr. Hijikata?
It seems there will be many servants competing in swimsuits. Fascinating. Come, Okita. We're off to spectate. This is no time to be sweating away by the boiler.
This is a whole other kind of fired up for him.
Hey, what can I say? Hijikata wants to see the swimsuit servants. Man of culture, of course.
Phew, I thought I was done for back there. I even went through the vanishing animation and everything. At any rate, it's a pity those fools couldn't see the brilliance of my plan. And here I was going to let one of them at least be my driver, since I don't have a riding skill. I'm still going to need a driver to enter the race, though. Now, what do? I can manage on a horse well enough, but I know nothing about cars. It's a shame Goro isn't here. I imagine he would have made a decent driver. It seems that you could use my help, Demon King of the Sixth Heaven. Who said that? Who are you? An excellent question. Hello and good day. I am the one who will kill every win every space race in the galaxy. I am the ultra-skilled racer you may know as Mysterious Heroine. Oh, I remember you from a couple months ago. Let's see. Mysterious Chosakabe Heroine X, was it? Or was it Ryuzoji Heroine X? The fifth wheel, the four retainers? Shut up! No more Gouda Gouda talk! I mean, what were they even thinking with that sloppy entrance and then the quick lame exit? You know what? I'm gonna say it. That whole scene felt artificial. Though I did like how happy X-Alter looked when she had that okonomiyaki on the way home. Of course, I had another helping of mondanyaki myself, but that isn't why I'm here. I'm glad to see you enjoyed my event. Now, who the hell are you anyway? Are you another stray Artoria who wanders around sampling food or something? No, but that does sound like a great way to spend a summer. But this time I'm an entirely different version of my usual self. Take a look at this Demon King of the Sixth Heaven. What? A space driver's license and galactic certification that you possess an EX riding skill? I see you know your stuff. Alright, I've had enough of this question mark name and silhouette crap, so I'm getting rid of them. Fair enough. There, that's better. Yes, it's me, the driver who'll run over every other the ultra-skilled racer who can pilot any ship in the universe. Mysterious Racer X. You're hired! Hire me and you'll get to park anywhere you want in the universe, receive discounts at Universal Parking Cafeteria, and... Huh? Just like that? Not even an interview? Are you sure you don't want me to prove my skills or haggle over my pay like in the Magnificent Sabers? I've even got my resume right here if you want to take a look. My first appearance was in the April... Nope, I can see the fire of grand ambition burning in your eyes, and I can see nothing that will stop you from fulfilling that ambition, no matter what. Whoa, you can tell I have noble ambitions? Indeed. You have the air of a true hero about you, one who would totally save Britain, or something. You got all that with just one glance? Cries in joy. Yup, I'm an excellent judge of character. Michi doesn't count. I can't believe I found someone who understands me. I can't refuse now, or my inner Artorium would weep. Okay, Demon King of the Sixth Heaven, it's a deal. I swear to use my space hero piloting technique, honed in years of galactic travel to win this race. and that I will also mow down any sabers who happen to be on or in the general vicinity of the track. Huh? There's not so many sabers in this event? Sure there are. In the spectator stands.
You're not driving your car into the spectator stand so you can kill sabers.
I can see it now. The face of a saber enjoying a bite of ice cream without a care in the world. Little does she realize that this is a dangerous drag race. There's no telling what could happen. A vehicle might tragically veer into the stands, and catastrophe may ensue. Such horrible accidents have been known to happen in the racing world. She's starting to sound more Demon King-ish than me. Ah well, can't be helped.
Thus, Nobu, Demon King of the Sixth Heaven, begins her journey towards rock and roll fame. Her vehicle, the Galaxy-class illegally supercharged Demon King of the V6 Heaven. Her enemy, interference from a mysterious Shinsengumi woman shadowing their every move. Unfortunate innocent bystanders. Saber faces! What any of this has to do with rock stardom is anyone's guess. But what the hell, let's enjoy it. Tune in next week for... Huh? You get disqualified for attacking spectators? Oh, come on! Little did they know that their race would end in... Stop that! Alright, so that's all the team intros out of the way. I could do the intro to the event, but my throat kind of hurts already. So we'll do that next time. I'll see you guys then. Bye.